All right, welcome to Lessons with Mr. Clark. Today we are going to do some practice problems with percents. Okay, we're just going to do 10 practice problems. Some of these I'm going to use a calculator. You don't need to pull out a calculator. Some of them will work out. Let's jump in. The strip below is divided into 10 equal parts. Fill in the missing fractions and percentages. Note that your fractions don't need to be in simplest form. Okay, so it's 10 equal parts. So looking at this, each of these lines represents 1/10. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, and then we already have 9/10 and 10/10, which is one whole. Okay, let's look at percents now. Well, if each one's 1/10, each one's actually 10%. So 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, then 100%. All right, so that's just some benchmarks there. Okay, and the second one, the figure below is cut into 20 equal parts. Shade 85% of the figure. So 85% of 20. Remember what we put in our notes yesterday. We want to change percents to decimals. So 85 per 100, 85 hundredths. Move the decimal 2 spots. Of means multiply. 0.85 times 20 is basically what we're doing. Okay, so we could just do 20 times 0.85, which is going to give you 17. So we're going to color in 17 out of 20 of these. Okay. We could also look at it other ways. Right now I'm 4 out of 5. I'm at 80%. 2 more would be 90%, so just 1 more would be 85%. Lots of ways to think about that. All right. Down below I have the topics listed that we're going over here. Question 3. A file that is 239 megabytes is being downloaded. If the download is 16.4% complete, how many megabytes have been downloaded? Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So far we've done 16.4% of 239. So we're going to change that to a decimal, 0.164 times 239. This one allows you to use a calculator. This is going to give you 39.2 megabytes. Okay, so make sure it makes sense. It's got to be less than 239. Yeah, we're in good shape there. Okay, 60% of 37. 60%, move the decimal 2 times. 60 hundredths or 6/10 times 37. Okay, we can line up 37 times 6/10. Remember, we're going to ignore our decimal. So we have 222. Now we have to look at how many decimal is in both of our factors. Just one decimal, so it's 22.2, which makes sense. It's got to be less than 37. Okay, 55% of 63, so 0.55 times 63. Okay, so again, we're going to multiply. Let's ignore that decimal. We could put either number on top. I could write this out to the side times 50, but I'm just going to work it right there. We have 315 and then 315 tens. Then we got to see how many decimals there are in all of our products combined. There's 2 there, none up there, so the answer is 34.65. We'll know it's about half of 63. That makes sense. Next problem. There's an item that's regularly priced at $95. It's on sale for 60% off that price. So it's going to be less than 95. How much is discounted from the regular price? Not how much does it cost, but how much is it taken off? Well, 60% is taken off. 60% of $95. Okay, so move the decimal 2 points, 0.6 times 95. And that's going to give you can work this one out, it'll give you $57. We want to be careful what this $57 represents. Does it represent how much you're paying or how much you're not paying? Well, you're not paying 60%, you're not paying 57%. That's what the question asks. Question 7, estimate a 15% tip on a dinner bill. That's $81.72. You're getting a big dinner there. Going to Texas Roadhouse. Eating more than just rolls. First round, the bill amount to the nearest $10. Okay, we're going to do some rounding here. 15% tip is pretty standard. 15 to 20% on a dinner bill. Okay. You might round, you might not, but this one wants you to round to the nearest $10. So we're looking at if this number is closer to 8 tens or 9 tens. Is it close to 80 or 90? Well, the 1 tells us it's closer to 80. So we're doing $80. And we're doing 15% of $80. We're going to do this using some estimating. They want us to estimate. They don't want us to actually work it out. Okay, 15% of 80. Well, I know what 10% of 80 is, right? We're just moving the decimal one per time. So 10% is $8 tip. Well, for 15%, that's a 10% and 5%, half of that. So half of $8 is $4. So total, it's going to be 10% plus 5%, or $8 plus $4. So it's a $12 tip. Okay, that's how much the server gets. See if that makes sense. It's got to be well less than $81.72. Sure is. All right, let's do that again. This time, let's not do a 15%. Yeah, let's do a 15% tip of $48.52 by first round to the nearest $10. Okay, so $48.52. Is it closer to 4 tens or 5 tens? Is it closer to 40 or 50? Well, the 8 tells us it's closer to $50. Okay, so let's first figure out 10% of 50. Yep, $5. Okay, so we've done 10%. Now what's 5% of 50? Well, it's half of 5. 250, right? Okay, so total, your tip is $7.50. Let me tell you another way you could estimate this. Okay, this is $50, right? Well, we know $100, 15% of that would be $15. So if it's half of that, half of 15, $7.50. Different way you can do it. Great thing about math, you can do it a lot of different ways. All right, question 9. An item is regularly priced at $77. You bought yourself, I don't know, what's $77? New pair of jeans. It's now priced at a discount of 55% off the regular price, so it's less than half of what it regularly costs. Use the calculator to find the price now. Okay, it's 55% off. Let's figure out what percent off it is. 55% of 77. So 0.55 times 77. It does say you can use a calculator. So that's $42.35. Be careful, guys. It's that much off. That's how much you're not paying from 77. So now you're going to do 77 minus 42.35. Okay. So that's $34.65. You know you're going to pay less than half because it's 55% off. A different way you could have approach that problem? Well, if it's 55% off, that means you're really paying 45%, right? Because 55% plus 45% is 100. So you could have just gone straight 45% of 77, which would have given you that $34.65. Question 10, there's an item regularly priced $80. Rita bought it on sale for 45% off the regular price. How much did she pay? Okay, so now she's still paying more than half. Okay, let's do it that way we just talked about. If it's 45% off, what percent does she actually pay? That's right, 100 minus 45 is 55%. She's paying 55% of $80. So 0.55 times 80. You don't need a calculator for that one. You guys are good. It's $44. All right, there we have some examples of doing percent problems. Here's what some of those topics look like that you should be working on. All right, good luck.